Hello there. I'm successfully lost, that silly noob who never played video games before. Well, I started with it about 6 months ago and I really wanted to see how this world looks like. So today, I'm gonna give you a brief information of my first thoughts when I was playing Final Fantasy VII. So, Final Fantasy VII is a very interesting game. It was recommended to me because, according to what I liked, and I liked Fallout 2 to be precise at that time, this is something that I would have enjoyed. And I tried to play it, and it is beautiful. Really, it is. It's beautiful. The only problem with the game is, first of all, I had no idea how to move around with it. I didn't know how to move at all. Actually, at the beginning, I didn't even know how to create a character, how to rename the character. So I remained Cloud as it was made. I was Cloud Lost, actually, to be precise. And I had no idea about anything. So that was the first stage of stress there. And second of all, well, I didn't get it. I didn't get what I'm supposed to do. So I did dedicate many hours to it, and I really wanted to, because it's so beautiful. It's really nice because it has that sense of Japanese style because it was created by the Japanese, and it is interesting. It's like anime style, anime style a little bit. And although I never watched anime, I really like Japan and I really like their culture, and you can see some bits of it in there. But the game itself, well, it's another story. After I played it for hours and hours and dying for many times, I still didn't know what am I supposed to do. So I was this soldier and I had a few people who were with me, but I didn't get it. And really, honestly, the thing that I would have wanted to do was actually to hide in the place of the mother's place of Girl with Flowers, and I just wanted to stay there. That was the nicest place in the game that I found out, and I would just hide there, and chill. That would be my perfect thing. Well, playing it at first, okay, I gave myself a little, I knew I had to expect a little bit of awkwardness at the beginning because I never checked games before on the internet. So I wanted to feel them exactly as you guys felt it when you played it for the first time. So when it came out, and it came out quite early, I think it was in the 90s or something like that, like end of 90s. So I didn't want to inform myself about anything before because I wanted to be very sincere when I play it. And I was very sincere. I was running, I actually didn't know how to run. And when I found out how I have to run with the help of the chat from streaming in Twitch, I actually ran in the opposite direction of where I was supposed to go. So you can imagine it took me quite a long time to actually do something. And then I realized I can get killed by a weird house. That was my opponent. A house, very dangerous house, that was killing me by farting. Yes, you can die by the fart of the house. Yes, I experienced it many times actually. So the good thing about the game is, until now what I've played, it's beautiful. Really, it's so nice. And even when you die, it's very morbid and you die and everything, and I'm a sour loser. But when you come back, there's an army of little ducks running to you. So that's the beginning of the game. It's like the intro before the game. And I saw that many times, and by now I should have known the exact number of the ducks, probably, because I died so many times, but I don't know it yet. So I still have one task to go to, right? But that's the only good thing about the game. I didn't like the fact that I have to be a guy. I mean, Cloud looks very... It could be a guy, it could be a girl, but it's a guy, and I don't like it. I want to be a girl. If I play the games, I just want to be a girl. I want to create my own character, and here you cannot create it. And what I don't like, I played it for hours. I know I'm slow. I'm slower than most of people who play it. but I didn't know what I'm doing and I didn't get anywhere. Anywhere. I was in those slums. Okay, slums resemble the movie that I saw, Ready Player One, and I like that. It made me feel, yeah, like I've been somewhere where I've already, familiar. It was familiar to me. But apart from that, and apart from the house of the girl with the flowers, I didn't like the game. I didn't enjoy playing it. Ooh, but I did enjoy the imagination of the creators who created my opponents. So each time it was like a Kinder surprise, I never knew what it's gonna hit me, and it was interesting. So I think the highlight was the house, the farting house. But apart from that, there were like weird flowers, some weird, I don't know, wolves that were snakes or whatever. It's unimaginable. I could not think of those creatures by myself. And if Fallout guys, the creators of number 2 and 1 were, I don't know, on something, mushrooms I guess, these guys had to be on LSD or something, because this is beyond imagination. I don't know where they got it. They had to read some ancient Japanese stories or horror stories or something. That's great. That's wonderful. But apart from that, I didn't get anywhere. There were a lot of riddles and a lot of puzzles, and I didn't get it what to do. And fighting there, I was just pressing. I know the chat was trying to help me on Twitch. They were trying to tell me, go slow, don't do this, don't do that. But by the time they told me that, I was already dead. So yeah. Well, so that's that. So if you're like me and you actually don't know you never played many games, I don't think that's a good game to start with. So this is also the reason why I'm pausing it for a moment. Because, well, my mindset when I play video games now is on mindset of Fallout 2, to be precise. And in this mindset, I think I'm handling it somehow. But Final Fantasy VII doesn't fit there. So maybe I should have played some Final Fantasy before, or I should really read something about this, because I don't understand the story. I do know there's Shinra and it's bad and you're the ex-soldier and you're supposed to do something. I still don't get it. What's the main mission? I did blow up so many things already and I didn't get anywhere. So for me it's confusing, pretty confusing. There are moments of like someone who you're supposed to kill or do something with him is making jokes and he has funny shoes and stuff like that. They've really made effort with details and it's wonderful, but as I'm saying, it's a beautiful game, especially for the standards and for the possibilities they had at that time when it was created. But I don't think it's my cup of tea. So I didn't quit on it fully. So I do have it somewhere in my mind that I can still play it once. But at the moment, it's put on hold. So I gave opportunity to Fallout 1 and I gave opportunity to Baldur's Gate. Why? Especially because these two are the games, well, Fallout, I like Fallout. And Baldur's Gate, well, you can play it with your mouse, so that's a huge advantage, although I'm not sure how far will I get there. But the video about that will come soon. If you're the same person as I am, and you're, thinking of what games to start with, don't go directly to Final Fantasy VII. Or maybe go for it. Maybe you'll figure it out and you'll be good with it. I will do a recap by the time I finish it. So you see, I have long-term plans of maybe going back to it. And if you want to see how I'm doing and how I'm playing maybe other games also, you can come to my channel. I'm Successfully Lost and we can get lost together. Bye!